Greetings, hockey fans, and welcome back to the Fat Cat Sports Network and continuing coverage of the Island Junior Hockey League. Today we feature a look at the Kensington Vipers captain Tyler Gallant. The solid, hard-working defenseman would log 30 to 35 minutes a night for Coach Waddell, and if plus-minus were tracked, one would be sure he would score very high in that category. As a true captain, Gallant graciously accepted an invite from FSN for a phone interview less than 24 hours after a heartbreaking end to not only the Vipers season, but his junior career. On the ice, he plays a calm game and never panics. He makes smart decisions with the puck and executes the game with ease. This also translates off the ice for Tyler, as you will see. His answers are well thought out, and he carries himself with that same poise off the ice. It was an absolute pleasure to be able to talk to this fine young man. I hope you enjoy, and please share this story of hard work and determination from a very gracious and humble Cornwall kid. Growing up with an older sister, Megan, along with his parents Susan and Richard, Tyler would enjoy plenty of success playing in the Mid-Isle Matrix system. Playing AAA Bantam for the Matrix in both years of eligibility, he would move on to the Charlottetown Islanders Major Under-18 program before back to his beloved AAA Matrix. His journey into his self-described best 4 years of hockey began in 2015 when the Kensington Moase Plumbing and Heating Vipers selected Tyler with their first territorial pick that year. Coach Waddell has told FSN on many occasions that it was his work ethic and commitment that stood out most about this year's captain. After a very tough loss, thank you very much for joining us here on FSN, Tyler.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. When I think back on work ethic, it probably comes from just my upbringing and working for everything you've got. Really nothing handed to me, I wouldn't say. Worked for everything that I've got, so I'd say that really comes from my parents probably. Just working to make hockey teams, and whether it be in school, job, life, work ethic is something that I really take pride in, and truthfully believe that if you work hard, good things will happen. So I guess that's kind of where that would come from.
Not saying that you're going to compare yourself to an NHL defenseman, but is there a style of an NHL defenseman that you tried to kind of mimic your game after?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question. If I was to think about my game, I guess, just taking an extra few seconds and trying not to panic and stay in position. I mean, I don't know if there's really one that I could pinpoint, on a player style, but I'm definitely a little more conservative than kind of a gambler, so just kind of a two-way defenseman, I guess you could say. And kind of stay at home, does his job, doesn't try to get into too much trouble, I guess. When we're talking about being lucky to play, I mean, you look around Canada even, we're just lucky to be here, I guess, and knowing that the season cut short last year, that we were lucky to play this year. It's definitely been kind of a tough year with COVID. I think for our group this year, you can look around, a lot of new faces, especially for me, a lot of first-year guys, but a lot of really great hockey players, a lot of really good people, and even just looking back, guys that I've played with, I've played every junior hockey game with Keegan Buchanan. I consider him one of my good friends now, and just playing through this organization, got to meet a lot of really, really good guys, and also some guys that I got to know a little better, off the top of my head, I got Blake Gallant. I didn't really know him much going in, but kind of after playing hockey, hanging out, I consider him one of my really good friends now, so it's kind of the beauty of playing hockey in a tight group like this, for sure. think like we had a really good group up front, and it makes your job easier as a defenseman when sometimes you're passing the puck up and they're putting it in the back of the net, which is nice to see. But like as far as scores on our team, like I think for our group, especially this year, we didn't necessarily see any like a sniper role, but it was more done by committee. Like we've got guys like Duncan Pickett was really just incredible this year to see him play. First time ever playing with him. He's just a hard worker, goes to the net. And then one of my good buddies, Taylor Reed, he just works hard. He's just a natural talent, and like it's just lucky for them to be on the receiving end of my passes half the time, and just really good guys and really talented scorers. No, I definitely think it was really special, especially being the last season, to be able to, and I think moving, even though it would have been nice to be playing in the Gardens, the East Link Center was definitely a good venue. We got really, really good crowds, so everybody got a chance to watch kind of the action in that series. So we didn't get the result that we wanted, but I mean, we played hard. The Metros, you got to tip your hat. They showed up to play, and it showed, I guess, in the final outcome. But I was pretty proud of, I guess, the way that we acted, both as hockey players and as people. I think that's a pretty important part, and a lot of mature young men on this team, and just lucky to be part of this. Taking the time to reflect, I definitely think that I could thank my parents for whether it be just driving me to the rink, helping me out, making sure that I get every opportunity that I wanted, I guess you could say, and just teaching me the hard work aspect of it all. And then other guys, like you can go back to the coaching staff and the organization of the Vipers. Those would be easy my 4 best years of hockey, and that's largely contribute to both the people that come to watch the game, the people that I'm playing with, and like I've played with a lot of great leaders too. Like when I look back, I got his sticks out, and one of my good friends, Parker Ronahan, like I was able to learn a lot from him, and he's just a stand-up guy, works hard, really great motivator. Just like I tip my hat to a lot of the people that have helped me out along the way for sure. I can't thank them enough for everything that they've done for over the years. I mean, playing 4 years with them, and then even getting called up a little more too. As far as like Pat, it's been great to put some really, really good teams on the ice that I've been lucky to be a part of. And then Wade and Trent, just really awesome coaches, awesome people. Getting to play golf with them and whatnot, just really, really special group that they've been able to kind of coordinate, I guess you could say. So I'm just lucky to be a part of their groups, and if you look at their resumes, they've been able to really just put some really good teams on the ice and some championship teams. So I was lucky to be in their company for the last 4 years. It honestly just comes back to like thanking everybody, like as far as like if you're coming to watch the games, if you're were a coach of mine over the years. I just think there's been a lot of great people that I can look back and like I guess it's really just like taking a time for the next couple of days. Like yeah, it is the end of playing hockey, which is kind of sad and disappointing, and we would have liked to be still playing next week, but I mean there'll be other things that be able to look forward to. definitely think that like now that I'll have a little more time, I'm really interested in getting into coaching and just finishing up my degree at UPEI too. So I'm hopeful to be able to spend some time at the rink on the coaching side of things. I don't know where that'll be, but I'm definitely looking forward to staying with the game that's been good to me for the last like 15 or so years. So I don't think it's the end of the road for hockey, but I'm just looking forward to it, I guess you could say, new chapter.
Thank you very much, Tyler. And I could say, being up in the sound booth for 4 years of your career, it's been a pleasure to watch you out there onto the ice. Your answers here today are just extremely great, just some great insight into the game of hockey and your career as well. So thank you very much for what you've done for the game, and good luck in your future as well.
Yeah, thanks so much, and thanks for what you're doing. It was great to see you on those videos and bites this year. It's something that you never really get to see, like especially like at the junior B level. So that was great, I think.
Oh, it's been my pleasure to capture your guys' games and stories for sure. Thanks very much, and good luck, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy.